Both the Sussexes and Cambridges are currently involved in eco-projects, but the Duke of Cambridge's scheme is being plugged more in the public eye than his brother Prince Harry's. Prince William launched the Earthshot Prize initiative alongside environmental icon David Attenborough in 2020, which sees 5 winners each year being awarded cash injections for finding solutions to climate change and environmental issues. While Harry and wife Meghan Markle's sustainable travel firm Travelist aims to provide the globe with eco-friendly travel options and assist the global population with making more informed choices in regards to air and land travel. 5 winners of William's Earthshot Prize will be announced in an awards ceremony on October 17, with celebrity hosts Dermot O'Leary and Claire Amfo kicking off the evening, which recognizes those finding solutions to substantially help the environment, and the Twitter account for the future monarch and wife Kate, Duchess of Cambridge, has been widely publicizing the project to fans. The future king also recently released a book to mark the scheme he founded, which highlights the role of innovation, problem-solving and optimism, and boasts contributions from Sir David Attenborough, Christiana Figueres and many more within its pages. While Travelist, spearheaded by his brother Harry, who stepped away from the royal family in early 2020, recently partnered with Google, the scheme has been widely less publicized. The partnership, which sees the Sustainable Travel Initiative collaborating with the tech giant, is off to a flying start according to royal author Omid Scobie, after the company announced they will now report carbon emissions estimates for all flights alongside a series of fuel-efficient routing options being added to Google Maps. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle mirroring the work of the royal family is very worrying for the palace, an expert has claimed. The couple, who announced they were stepping down as senior members of the royal family in January 2020, recently completed a trip to New York where they discussed vaccine equality amid the coronavirus pandemic. But fans of the firm have picked up on similarities between their latest work and the work they used to carry out as part of the royal family. And royal expert Duncan Larcombe has explained how it can be a cause for concern for the palace. He claims, their recent behavior has been astonishing. The trip to New York was a royal tour Harry and Meghan style. They left Britain to escape royal duties, and they do appear to be increasingly mirroring the work that they left behind, but are doing it on their terms and their way, which, unfortunately, for Meghan is turning up in a big motorcade at a school wearing a £7,000 dress to read extracts from her own book. It's more Hillary Clinton than Mother Teresa, so you could call it a woke version of the royals, and that is what it is at the extreme. He claims, we'll have to see what they do over the next 6 months, because if there are more jobs that are absolute dead ringers for royal jobs, set-piece visits, speeches, partnerships with big environmental organizations, that's just precisely what they would have been doing if they were still operating as part of the royal family. It's very worrying for the palace, because the problem is whether the public will know the difference between an official royal engagement and Harry and Meghan's own version of it. Duncan also touched on how Harry and Meghan's statement about the latest goings-on in Afghanistan was uncharacteristically quiet for the Duke of Sussex. He continued, when Afghanistan was thrown back into chaos, Prince Harry of all people had so much to say on that subject. As a soldier who led men in Afghanistan, he knows what blood and treasure was contested, and yet his statement was that he was speechless. The one issue that will really get Harry going is war veterans. He works alongside them on the Invictus Games, and, trust me, Afghanistan is something which Prince Harry would not fit into one of his podcasts if he got going on the subject. They are clearly playing a careful game and choosing their words and causes carefully. Especially when you consider, was that statement about Afghanistan purely a move to avoid upsetting the Biden administration and the Democratic Party on a wider basis? People have said that Meghan would like one day be president, and what we're beginning to see is almost the start of the campaign trail.